What's the energy here, Spirit? It is. Gotta super cleansing and purifying my decks of any impurities, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Ashe. Goodness. Hey, hey. I just got tired all of a sudden. Some sort of protection at this time from the angels and the ancestors, okay? From some sort of heartbreak, betrayal. Hello. Yeah. There could have been some sacrifices that you may have had to make, okay? But this is something that's where Spirit is going to bring in more energy for you, okay? They're going to, bring something more emotionally fulfilling, okay? So this could be something to where you didn't want to let go of certain sacrifices. And Spirit is bringing in energy to where you are going to feel more fulfilled, okay? So some things that you may have felt as if was a loss is going to be something to where it's going to be restored here, okay? Thank you. Baby, I'm afraid. If you want to book a personal reading, my link is in the bio. I am having a new moon special. It is 11/11. Okay. It's not true, but I don't know what that feels like. Louisiana in the building. All right. I need to go back to New Orleans. Hey, how's it going? Someone could be afraid to open their heart up again, okay? There's no need to be afraid of opening up your heart, okay? Um, Yeah, God has not given me the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, okay? So fear is just a call to love, okay? Fear is just telling you to take some time to understand what you're fearful of and why you're fearful of that. Yeah. So you could be, yeah, with this Two of Swords energy, okay? And the Seven of Swords, you could be very much afraid of, yeah, because 7 and 9 or 7 and 2 is 9. So these endings that may have happened for you, or things that have kind of ended not too well, okay, or this backstab, betrayal energy, it kept you up, indecisive, kept you in an energy to where you kept on, going beyond your means also, and it's just not being reciprocated, or you don't feel appreciated, or it gets you into old patterns or whatever the case may be. This is just something that you got to clear out, okay? Not everybody is going to be the same, okay? And then also you have to clear out your own energy, your own demons, so that you can attract, what you're needing to attract well, okay? So it's like, yeah, with this Ace of Wands energy, spirit, okay? Divine source, divine energy. All right, so attracting divine energy and not necessarily that karmic energy that feeds onto your toxicity and your patterns, okay? Yeah, Page of Wands energy. This is my ancestor card. All right. So this is like I said, spirit bringing that ace or that Page of Wands. Okay, with that Ace of Wands here, or the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. All right. So this is that, like I said, that spirit stick from divine, that new energy from divine. And so this is that energy of carrying out what your spirit team is bringing you, your ancestors is bringing you. Okay. So your loved ones passed on is showing you this. They're showing you to clear up these illusions, okay? Clear up this cloudiness that's going on. All right? Like that energy of multiple options, but there's an energy of what's the option, all right? Yeah, exactly. Because this could be things that are dressed up, as well as that can look exactly how spirit wants to bring it in for you, but it all depends on your discernment and you trusting your intuition. So you're letting go of this toxic pattern, or you're needing to let go of these toxic patterns. Exactly. The devil and the temperance energy. You have an angel and you have the devil, okay? So it's like those options. It's like, yeah, which one do you want to do? Do you want to end up in this heartbreak and this pain, okay? Or do you want to be more fulfilled here with this energy of the angel, all right? So, you decide on what you want, okay? And that all has to do with you clearing up the energy of the toxic patterns, all right? Because divine's not going to allow you to, be with someone or receive certain opportunities if those opportunities aren't necessarily something that you're going to take care of. And then even so, if that is something that divine allows, it's mainly for your own lesson, for their own personal growth and their own personal lesson. So, it's something to where you'll just receive karma. You just receive karma, okay? You'll be trapped, okay? So it's just like one of those things to where it's just, decide wisely at this time. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Be something, just something that takes time to learn. Take something to learn. Lover's energy, the Ten of Cups energy. Of being in an actual union, a divine counterpart. A situation here, having a happy home. Hello. Yeah, this is a new cycle, okay? Don't be afraid of, exactly, the sun and also the Four Wands energy, okay? This is all love, okay? This is all literally happiness and love. So, that's like 5 cards out here with love. So this is definitely something to where, some of you may be afraid to love, and that's because you are worried about your past. Way too many, Spirit. Way too many. I ain't taking it. Some of you may be worried about patterns that may resurface. It's like, it's one of those things to where you feel like, yeah, Virgo energy, perfectionism. Let go of perfectionism. You may be kind of worried about patterns resurfacing. That has all to do with your own self-control. Okay? So you may have kind of felt as if you wasn't necessarily in control of your life per se over time, over the years. Okay, in that karmic energy. But it's like now you have the intention, you have the awareness, you have the control. So it's like, decide what you want to do. Decide what you want to do. Rebel against this energy. This is a rebellion card, okay? So decide what you want to do. Do you want to be a rebel, or do you want to be someone who continues to go with being controlled, okay? Yeah. Do you want to be controlled, all right, with this Five of Cups energy to where you don't know what you want to do, you're in lack, or do you want to move forward? 5-6. You let go of this 5-6 here, okay? 5 of Cups, 6 of one, or 6 of Swords, okay? So it's taking that step, all right, moving forward. Yeah, 10 of Swords here. So definitely letting go of this betrayal. It's like you continue to count the slashes. Like it's like you're replaying these things that happened over and over and over. And it's like there's no need to continue to sit here with the things that, you know, people kind of stabbing you in your back. It's like you're repeating it. And the more you continue to repeat it and not actually let go of it, it's holding you back. Hello. What else here? Yeah. You got something new. You got some new money coming in also as well here. Be hopeful for money that's coming in. Yeah. You got to call your energy back though, because this devil is peeking out because you're healing. This is the healing card, Aquarius energy. So, you know, whatever it is that you need to call back in regards to honoring your own energy, honoring your emotions, honoring your feelings, honoring whatever you need to honor. This devil card is peeking out like, when are you going to lose? When are you going to cut up? When are you going to, you know, take this you know, a back step, okay? They're waiting for you to just fuck up here, okay? With this healing energy. They're just waiting. It's back here waiting. That's why you see it's behind this star card. It's behind your healing, because you got to put it behind you, okay? And this could have been in front of it, to where it's like the devil had control of your healing. It had control of you not necessarily controlling the things that you need to control at this time. But since it's behind here, okay, it's like it's like one of those things to where it's temptation energy. It's like wanting to creep up on you. Okay, when are you going to make us just one small slip? Okay, I was talking about this the other day. So, you know, this is very much another confirmation here. You know that, you know, when you're pouring back into yourself, when you're healing, and it's like you are taking that cup and cleansing yourself, purifying yourself of all these toxic patterns. That enemy energy, that devil energy, it can start showing up in different ways, all right? So pay attention to the things that they're showing up as. And then it irritates them also. So it's one of those things to where, you know, it doesn't want you to be in this, you know, rightful energy, because if you've been bound to toxicity for so long, you know, you're another vessel that it can flow through. You know, them entities, that demonic energy can flow through. So it's like, you know, and that demonic energy is running rapid right now. So it's like, if it can't hold on to you, and it wants some of that good healing juice. That's what it wants, okay? Yeah, I can be talking to a masculine at this time, all right? Heavy emperor energy, heavily masculines, all right? Y'all been coming out a lot, all right? A lot, but it's y'all's time. So this is y'all's time. This is a lot of y'all's, you know, energy that we're seeing. We was talking a lot about the divine feminine for over like a year now, but it's like this year has been heavily focused on masculine energy. Yeah, a lot of tower moments, a lot of things that's had to happen, okay? A lot of things that's had to crumble and come down because it needs to be rebuilt here, okay, for your stability. So you could have felt like you were drowning. You could have felt like something was just happening back to back. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, why am I having all these issues, this drama, you know, or whatever the case may be? It's because we're in that 9-year cycle. It has to come down. If it's not necessarily aligning with your values and your morals and the things that you're asking God for or divine source for, then it got to come down. It's like sometimes we ask for things that we're not ready for, or we think we're not ready for, and we're actually ready for those things, but we continue to hold on to the baggage. Okay, like I said, you're counting those past issues. Okay, I just said this with this 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Swords energy. You keep counting, you know, get up is what I'm picking up on. Get up, all right? 10-10 is significant, all right? Don't allow this to keep you down. You could have felt very defeated. But like I said, 5-6, all right? So moving forward, all right? You're upset about these cups, about these losses, about things that you got to let go and cut ties with, but you know, life goes on, life moves on. And it sounds like that can sound very like, you know, not necessarily like empathetic per se, you know, but sometimes when you dwell too much into the negativity, it's not going to get anywhere, okay? If you want to book a reading, it's 2222. You can send it to my Cash App, Galactic Poetry 88. I can't type it on here. Link is in the bio. You might have to copy and paste the link. I don't know how to work too much of YouTube. I'm trying to figure it out. So yeah. I'll get it figured out here soon. Yeah, victory and success, okay? There's some sort of victory that you're coming from, or coming towards, or going towards, okay? Yeah, this could have been out of juggling. This Emperor energy is poking out again. King of Cups energy, heavy masculine energy, heavy masculine. It's some sort of new start though. You've been balancing this. It's been juggling this. 222 is significant, okay? So to the masculines, shout out to y'all that are healing, okay, and taking that time to really pour into yourself so that you can, you know, move towards this new change, you know, and come into your divinity, all right? It takes time, and, you know, it's sometimes men struggle a lot with their ego and breaking that ego down, and, you know, just be more gentle with yourself because, you know, you guys don't really have a lot of resources out there, so, you know, take that time to yourself to really pour, and be more resourceful also as well on taking care of yourself. Find some good, you know, podcasts that, you know, yeah, with this healing energy. Like I said, the star card, okay, healing. Pour into yourself, all right? Love yourself more. Value yourself more. You're more valued than you believe, okay? You just been around too many people that didn't necessarily value you, okay? You got to see that divinity in yourself. You know, having more sacred energy within yourself, also seeing your vessel as being sacred, all right? Not necessarily giving yourself up to all these women and then your mind is fucked up to where you don't know what's going on, and you know, you're mentally trapped because you're taking on all their energy, okay? Dealing with multiple women, you know, you take on multiple women personalities, you get to dealing with drama, you got to create all these different lies, you know, you got to do too much, okay? And ain't that stressing you out? Because if it ain't, hey, stay in that energy. But to me, that would stress me out. I ain't got time for that. That would stress me out, okay? King of Swords energy. You got to be more stern, you got to be more stable, you got to be more structured, you got to be more in your intellect, okay? All right? What really makes sense here? Does it really make sense or does it not make sense? Because it's going to affect your finances. Okay? Need to go within. Search within yourself, okay, at this time. Ask yourself, why is it that you feel as if you're needing all these different women, or you're needing all these different unhealthy patterns, or you don't ask yourself why you don't see yourself in a certain light that you need to see yourself in. You know, like, why don't I see myself as, you know, sacred? Why don't I have a sacred routine? Why don't I see myself in divinity? Why don't I take care of my health? Why don't I take care of my mind? Why don't I, you know, why do I keep pushing away that I got anxiety or I got depression? You know, focus on healing that energy. You know, ask yourself more questions. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, definitely ask yourself more questions. Value yourself more. Okay? You know, it's not always about, you know, the people around you. It's not always about your family. It's not always about your friends. It's not always about the women, you know. If you got, you know, women around you that only want to focus on themselves and don't necessarily, you know, care about your personal healing, you know, you're dealing with the wrong type of women, okay? And then you got to ask yourself, why am I dealing with these type of women? You know, it's just, you just got to keep on asking yourself questions, you know, because it's just, then you'll start finding your answers that you need. You know, a lot of times people don't have self-awareness to where they're not answering, you know, or they're not asking themselves questions. So it's like, they like, I don't know, you know, like, like, what you mean you don't know? All right. What you mean you don't know? All right. Wheel of Fortune energy. You need to change some shit. All right. I don't have a WhatsApp. Full moon message or new moon message here for the collective energy. But yeah, masculines, very much value yourself more. You are valuable, okay? If no one tells you that, I'm here to tell you that you are very much valuable, okay? If you want a reading, it is 2222. Yeah, just let me know and I can give you my Cash App. But nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of the situation if you continue to be in this energy of feeling trapped, all right? Procrastination, or, you know, dealing with the same type of energy over and over again. You know, people deal with the same energy over and over again and you expect a different outcome, but how can you expect a different outcome when you did the same thing over and over? So it's like there's not going to be a different outcome, okay? Just because it's a different body, just because it's a different face doesn't mean that it's going to be a different outcome. It's the same energy. You attracted it in the same energy you did with the other people that you attracted it. Sexual, okay, is what I'm picking up on. So it's like if the relationship pretty much started off as sexual energy in your past relationships, and then you're kind of wondering why this is the same roadblock, this is the same type of woman I'm you know, attracting. You know, it's just a different body, a different face, but it's the same energy. So it's like if you want different results, you got to do things differently this time. And not really talk to me, okay? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. All right. You talking right to me, baby. It's time to release that negativity. It's time to release that negativity, okay? Nothing will come of this situation if you continue to be in that energy, all right? Point blank, period. So this transformation, really embrace it, all right? Really embrace it. Don't beat yourself up, okay? Yes, you may not have, you know, realized this 2 years ago, you know, or you hope you wish you would have realized this a year ago, or 3 months ago, or 2 years ago, or 5 years ago. Damn, I've been doing it all wrong, or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, look, it is what it is, all right? It is what it is. Sometimes we just don't be ready, you know, for the energy that, you know, is fulfilling for us. Sometimes we just ain't ready. Sometimes it takes for us to be knocked on our ass a couple of times, and then it's like you get to the point to where it's like you really kind of tired of it now. You know, there could have been a point in time to where you got an opportunity and then you wasn't truly ready for that opportunity, and then you end up fucking up that opportunity because you went back on your bullshit. So it's like, be appreciative and happy and grateful, you know, that now that you have the awareness, now that you have the energy to actually want to strive to do better, that, you know, if an opportunity presents itself, you're not going to mess it up because you actually cherish it now, okay? Yeah, okay? Because nothing yet is set in stone at this time, all right? Set these things into place, okay? Set things into place. Whatever it is that you don't necessarily have set in place here, this could be emotions, all right? You may not be expressing your emotions with this water energy here, okay? Lean more into that. Yeah, your dreams need a practical plan, and the end of a tough cycle approaches here, okay? And don't let your past hold you back, all right? So, you know, this past energy, don't let it hold you back here. Don't let your thought process of it hold you back, okay? You can get rid of it all you want physically, but it doesn't mean that it's not still festering within your inner soul or your inner world, okay? But yeah, this is ending here. Let it end. Let it go, okay? Yeah, and then, you know, focus on your things that you are manifesting. And when it comes to your manifestations, priority over non-priority, okay? Because sometimes we can kind of manifest things out of, you know, just kind of out of nowhere. We can manifest things kind of just everywhere, you know, and it's not in alignment right now. So it's like, figure out what's in alignment, what's priority, what's not priority right now. What's something that actually would feel like you are reaching a goal versus something to where it's like you keep putting it on the back burner, keep putting it on the back burner, okay? And start out small, okay? Start out small also as well here. Spirit's telling me to grab a book, okay? Hold on, I got a message for y'all. The power of less, okay? If you have books also as well, go and just grab one of your books, open it up, okay? Intuitively, you may have a message there, all right? It may resonate. So I'm just going to intuitively, open a book, a spirit draw me to the book. And I'm going to open it up here. All right, so it says here, evaluate each to see if it is gives you value, okay? So sometimes we continue to check certain inboxes even if it's not adding anything to our lives. It's more just stuff to check. Have a pager when you also have a cell phone. Maybe the pager isn't any use to you anymore, okay? So it's like there's boxes to check, or there's things that we literally have, but they don't hold any type of value. Like I was just saying. So when it comes to you, when less is more, when you're goal planning or you are leaning towards certain manifestations or just certain things in general, whatever doesn't hold the value anymore, it just needs to go. It needs to go to the trash bin, okay? That's exactly what this is saying here. How can you eliminate things that don't necessarily, eliminating the clutter, all right? So there's a need for you to eliminate the clutter. The Power of Less, all right? By Leo. Don't know how to pronounce his last name, but this is a good book. I read this book. It's really good. It just helps you understand that less is more. If you kind of struggle with kind of just being disciplined, being consistent also as well here, you're kind of a big picture thinker. So it's like you're someone who thinks very much big. It's like because you get that energy to where it's like, well, if you're manifesting, you need to be thinking big, you need to manifest big. Sometimes we don't need to manifest big because we're not truly ready for it. So it's like, manifest the small things because it's a step to the bigger picture. So small steps equals the bigger picture, okay? So manifest the smaller things, get the smaller things out of the way, and then be able to come into this bigger picture thinking, okay? Because those small steps don't matter. And I guarantee you, it's probably going to be small steps that's going to come out. Let's see. Confirm this energy, Spirit. Confirm this energy here for the collective. Clarify their situations here. Yeah. Labyrinth of choices, choose wisely. Okay? Like I said, choose wisely. Wish granted. Whatever this is in your highest good. Letting go of the baggage. Okay, this is all confirmation here. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. Okay, period. One more here to close this out. Sculpture of self. You're metamorphose, transform, and rise. Okay, you're morphing into a new version of yourself. Okay, so you're sculpting out this new identity of yourself here. All right, balancing out that yin and yang energy. Also, okay, so shape the sculpture of yourself, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. All right, what's your new identity? What's this identity that you're showing up as? Who are you now? Okay, so it's like if you're not the old you, who's the new you then? Who's the new you? What does that new you person look like? What does their day look like on a day-to-day basis? So maybe you need to sit down and visualize yourself. Who am I now? Who do I want to be? Or what's this energy, this new energy that I want to bring in? Since you're focusing so much on this older version of yourself, it's one of those energies to where it's like, okay, now there's a new version of me, but it's like I don't really know too much of this new version of myself, or I don't know how I'm going to necessarily navigate through it. So it's like visualize it, see yourself, see yourself. If you want to see yourself in a different position as far as like a job position, see yourself in that position at that job. If you want to see yourself as someone who is more softer, more gentler with themselves, someone who takes care of their body, okay, see see yourself in the gym working out and start making those steps to going towards the gym, okay? If you want to see yourself as being someone who takes care of their body and you put more nutrition into your body, eating fruits, start seeing yourself eating fruits, okay? Eat a little bit more fruits, add that to your diet. All right, you don't have to do a drastic change. It's just the fact of kind of incorporating those things in small steps, the power of less, all right? Hey. So yeah, less is more, okay? And it definitely is. The little things matter. Okay? Not everything has to be so big and shiny and, you know, extra and everything like that. So, yeah. That is it that I have for you guys today, though. Short and sweet confirmations here, okay? I'm about to get off of here so I can get myself together for the day. It's 12:14. Yeah, I need to get myself ready for today. So I'll probably be back on here later on tonight, if I don't decide to go somewhere tonight. But I'll probably be back on here tonight, depending on how I'm feeling, or it might be on TikTok personally. Just depends. 1:15 there. Yeah. I usually like to be, you know, more put together before it hits like 2 o'clock, because if I don't, I'm gonna be kind of just lounging all day. And even if I lounge all day, I don't know, sometimes I like to dress on the weekends a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Excuse me. There's something that I was thinking about going to go doing, but knowing me, I'll probably figure out if I'm even going to go do that or not. I don't know. I be getting a little nervous when I be going out in public, so yeah. Yes, when you look good, you feel good. Exactly. And I love the dress, so I love the dress. I just be wanting to be going somewhere when I get dressed up. Also, sometimes I don't be wanting to waste an outfit per se, because I get bored with some of my clothes. Like, I already kind of want to like throw out some clothes and get some new clothes, but it's not in the budget right now. So that's why I'm kind of just like, let me not kind of, you know, wear certain things or something right now. So I got quite a few clothes that just still got their tags on them. I had a whole birthday outfit last year that I was going to wear, but I didn't end up wearing it. So I guess I'll wear it this year if I kind of want to. If it, you know, if I want to wear it this year, we'll see. I don't know. I just be buying clothes sometimes, but I haven't bought clothes in a while, to be honest. I'll buy like a little thing, like a little shirt every once in a while, but I really feel like I need to upgrade my my wardrobe. I need to go shopping, but it's just not in the budget at this time. It kind of pisses me off too, because I don't like being on a budget, because I feel like all my life I've had to been on a budget per se, like, and it's like really on at the times that I'm in a budget, like it's like, and I've had to be on a budget because I had to support other people, and so it's like when I finally have time to spend money on myself and everything like that, I just don't never get a chance to spend money on myself for as long as I want to. And that kind of bothers me. It irritates me, because it's like now I got to go back to being a budget burly right now, and it pisses me off. So I be getting mad, but it is what it is. You know, I'm trying to build here, and that's really the main goal. So I don't need to be irrational with my finances at this time. But I want some new clothes. For sure. Especially because I'm like kind of going for a different look nowadays too. Like, I'm still gonna keep like that sexy look, but I kind of want to go for more conservative also a little bit. Like, I want some more conservative clothes a little bit too. So it'll all work its way out. It'll come when it needs to come. But all right, y'all, I'm going to dip up out of here. And yeah, peace and love. If you haven't subscribed already and you feel called to subscribe to my channel. The replay will be on here. Okay, thank you. You have an amazing day also as well. Take care of yourself. Much love, y'all. Peace and love.